special technique in Tai Chi, cloud hands. Ability to receive and redirect and exploit the openings or continue to. Here, maybe you'll punch with the other hand, so then this hand can receive and we'll elongate that, and we can do that again. Thanks for helping me. We're going to talk about why cloud hands is such a special technique in Tai Chi, cloud hands. So first of all, cloud hand lets you practice the quality of the emptiness and the suppleness of your rotation, along with the up and down flow of energy in your body. When you combine the up and down and the rotational, you get the general movement of cloud hands. But it's also a very rich exercise in intention and of the 8 basic energy, because as you do your cloud hand, you have the rising, the pungs feeling, right? And then as it starts to drag out to the side, you have that splitting kind of feeling. Okay? As this hand is coming in, you have, again, the dragging feeling, but you have the roll back feeling of extending out the force. And as you reach the end of it and it's going out, you have the outward G. And as it comes down, you have the an. So you have all those energy in that part. But obviously, we already talked about how it has the dragging on the surface of the splitting of liet. It also has, as it comes down, if you wanted to, it has a feeling of that plucking, right? And your elbow leads in the zhou's guiding of the directionality of the energy. And your body is always spreading that awareness across your body. So you have the cow as well. So in this single motion, you have peng, zhou, ji, an, lü, cai, and cow. You have all the energy contained within just cloud hands. And so when you really pay attention to that, you can experience you can direct your awareness to any of the 8 energy, as well as a general sense of the outwards and the inwards at the same time, the duality of in and out in your Tai Chi. And it's actually also one of the most useful in application. So let's look at the application. I don't think you've seen this before. So put your hands up for a second. If you throw a punch, right, I receive with the beginning of the cloud hand. And what's going to happen is that the elbow directs that energy. And if I do so, then your force will be redirected. See, if you punch again, I don't want to just chop into you like that. That's glass clashing, right? So we have this kind. See, your body starts to get redirected. And so this is here, and then I'm not pushing into you in any particular way. I'm just letting that glide in a way. You see how that makes you kind of feel off balance, right?
Yes, Chester.
Yeah, so let's come again. So we get to hear this kind of experience. This hand which comes in can now be striking over or under, right? Or it could come to this position. I can continue this to elongate you more, right? And then when we go to the other side, then we can drag you off balance. That probably makes more sense if I punch again. If I receive here, and this is dragging out here. So here, then like this. Then I have a very good position to do something after that. Come again. I can receive here, and this hand can strike while you're off balance like that. You can strike high. You can block that, right? Right? Then we just flow with that. So how we can flow back and forth gives us the ability to receive and redirect and exploit the openings or continue to move the body. So I came here, maybe you'll punch with the other hand, so then this hand can receive and we'll elongate that, and we can do that again. And now we have a good position. So this is some of the applications of cloud hands. It could be that I attacked you and you defended me, and you block me, and I block you right here. So we have this, I feel your force, and then once I feel your force, I can also neutralize that. In the way that is good for whatever the follow may be. I come here like this, you block this, we'll come right here. So before that, you could get a position for that strike. I take your center and offset it so it's hard for you to continue your plan. What does it feel like to you?
It feels like I'm very much off balance once I've made connection.
Yeah, once you made the connection.
So once you're pulling me by the fascia, I feel like I'm being stretched off.
Yeah.
So it's harder for me to execute.
Absolutely. And again, I showed again striking because I think that's interesting for people to see how Tai Chi deal with striking. It's very easy to use it to deal with pushing, right? Because pushing naturally has a long energy, and it's very easy to offset that. Or against grabs. If you had grabbed me, right? So this is tight, and it's hard for me to muscle against you, right? So let's just move this so we can see clearly. So it's hard for me to muscle against you. So you relax that, the elbow directs the energy. See how that's a totally different experience.
Yeah.
So you can use it against grabbing, the grappling, shoving, striking in different ways. But it all comes from the emptiness of this, the elbows directing the elongation of their energy with the rollback, sliding along the surface, applying the force on the surface, and then taking control of them while having cow and pung. So all those things are happening, and it seems like a mouthful. Well, it definitely is a mouthful, and it seems like your head will be so full of stuff. But how do you practice so that all these concepts merge and like melt? Like forging a sword, you take metal, you take iron, and you take nickel and cadmium and zinc or whatever, and it all becomes one sword, right? So all these energies are forged into just one technique, so that when your attack comes, I'm just thinking clown hands, and then everything happens at the same time in just the right way. That's the goal of practice, and you do so not by just doing this a million times. It's how do you take the intention, the experience and awareness of these intentions, and letting them become a integrated whole. And we do this beyond just a movement with some meditative practices of how you visualize this practice, visualize the energies and the essence of this practice, and let them become something that is available on tap all at once. Just like, if you do work, you have on your computer, you might have some some macros, some hotkeys, or some things that will just kind of happen one after another when you need to do it. It's just it's a process. It's a system now. It's not like you're following things step by step and thinking about every little detail. You're going to have the same kind of growth and acquisition of skill in Tai Chi, so that you can actually really use Tai Chi the way it's meant to be used. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about anything we discussed?
No questions particularly.
Okay, great. Thanks for helping me demonstrate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks for listening.